we are moving away from politics, and I mean, it's Friday, so we're just going to relax a little bit and have a little fun because we are talking I Love Soca this morning and a very special event that's going to be coming up pretty soon that you need to get connected with. So I am being joined right now by Mr. David Maharaj, and you know him as the owner and the operator of Barcode in Scarborough, as well as the start of the one who pioneered the I Love Soca series. So a special good morning and welcome to you. How are you doing this morning?
Morning. Thanks for having me, Kandace.
Great. So first of all, we're having David Rudder going to be here on October 22nd for a special I Love Soca concert.
Right, so the 22nd of October every year is Barcode Day. And what that means for us is that everything that Barcode does for the 1 year period, we smash it all into one day, which includes Pig Out, Shilling Party, and of course the ever popular I Love Soca series. So this year, it falls on a Sunday, and our I Love Soca segment is in the form of a concert. And it takes place on Sunday, the 22nd of October at 4 p.m. at Shore Park. And the feature act would be David Rudder and his full band. And he has a lot of supporting guest artists as well. Adana, our local songstress, Duvon Stewart on pan, Gerard Balfour, MX Prime, Second Star, and Irfan Alves, just to name a few. We have a tightly packed, well put together choreographed show that will start promptly at 4 p.m. and end at approximately 7.
All right, great. And it's certainly looking forward to be something that nobody has to miss. And I remember in February, we had David Rudder here as well. In fact, you had David Rudder here as well. And I mean, tell me about how that went and how did that lead to the event on October 22nd being centered around him?
Oh, that's a great question. So the I Love Soca voice concert took place in January with the I Love Soca series that we do annually. And we chose to implement a different era of soca music. And we chose to combine that show and bring David Rudder on board. And that's what prompted and led to this event. This event was originally supposed to be held in May for his birthday. And he had a big show in Trinidad for his 70th birthday that was heralded to be his last. But this show was already planned, and we moved the date to accommodate him, and we chose to do it on Barcode Day. This year in particular, Barcode Day falls strategically because of the start of the carnival. So it officially announced the start of the carnival period, right? And I'd like to take this time to also say that there's a major production taking place at Shore Park on the Friday before the show that T-Pack is putting on with Calypso Rose. It's called the Queen of the Road. So we are heralding this weekend as the Weekend of Legends. So you got a lot of activity happening for the Tobago Carnival, and I Love Soca has been a big part of the start of that activity.
And tell me, how is Mr. Rudder doing? Because we know that we've been concerned about his health, especially over the past year. How has he been doing?
He's fine. He's absolutely fine. He's traveling at the moment, and he's been doing a lot of activities, but he has scaled down his calendar as to how many activities he is doing and the size of them. So this is probably going to be this is definitely going to be one of his last big shows, probably his last big show in Tobago. I wouldn't say it's his last, but it's definitely his last show on this scale. So it's a must-see event. It's a must-see event. I urge everyone to grab their tickets. Don't wait to come to the door because it's going to be more. Grab those tickets quickly. There are lots of tickets outlets all over Tobago and online as well. And you know, we look at things, and if you had a chance to go and see Blacks today, what would you do? Would you pay $1,000 for that ticket? I would, definitely. So let's not waste these opportunities. Let's make the most of them. It's a Sunday, it's 4 o'clock. You have time to go to church, get up in the morning, see about your house, cook your food. Or you could choose to come down to the food hub, come down to Comfort Inn. You know, they have lots of people who have partnering with the show that are doing packages, pre-entertainment, and you can go to a show at 4 o'clock in the day comfortably and be back home by 9. You ain't missing a beat.
And
Ready for work.
what was the strategy of setting the time for the show at 4?
We listen to our customers. The last time that David Rudder came here for the I Love Soca with Voice in Shore Park, it was a traditionally 11:30 p.m. start for I Love Soca. And a lot of the more mature customers saying, boy, why a Tuesday? Why so late? So we listen to the customers and we seize the opportunity to do something a little different in Shore Park by having the show at that time. It's going to start promptly at 4 with the national anthem being done on pan by Gerard Balfour. So we urging customers and clients to come out at the doors open at 2:30, get there, get seated. Oh, and I must say, this is going to be a first for Shore Park as well. You are going to be allowed to consume liquid. You are going to be allowed to consume liquid on the floor space in front of the stage that can easily accommodate 600 persons. So there's going to be a bar down there. And this is the first of its kind being done at Shore Park. It's a hybrid event where in the seated area, there will be no consumption as per the rules of Shore Park. But on the floor space, you will be allowed to consume on the floor space. So you have a hybrid between a concert and a party. You're very welcome to take your seat, or you can go down in the front and express yourself. I really believe everybody's going to end up down in the front of the show.
I mean, it is David Rudder. I mean, he is certainly one of our stalwarts when it comes to both calypso and soca, and he's done so much. So it would be a privilege to see him. Like I said, it might be one of his last. So
well, definitely, he is very excited about the show. He has been. He definitely wants to do this show to make sure that Tobago gets a final chance. Because Trinidad show was heralded to be his last, but we're not going to call anything. But this is his last show of this nature and this size in Tobago.
And with his full band.
With his full band, and I must say we have some key people in that band as well. We have Duvon Stewart as the panist, who is celebrating 40 years as a panist, and he's one of the most accoladed persons in terms of pan, and he is Tobagonian. And we also have quite a few seasoned band members, Tamba Gwindi, Kenneth Batiste, just to name a few. So it's going to be a great musical production of David Rudder.
And how can people get tickets?
Tickets are available at many ticket outlets: Viewport Supermarket, Barcode, Jade Monkey, I believe Pablo Supermarket in the East Bay Fashions. It's also available online at WeTix and e-ticket, Island e-tickets. So tickets are going pretty well. The response has been good. The traction is good. And we anticipate a full house and a great time.
Certainly. I mean, once it's David Rudder, you're going to have a good time.
Definitely.
And of course, once it's part of the I Love Soca concert series. I mean, we're all used to it by now. And we're used to it in Barcode, but just take that energy and we're going to put it on a bigger scale.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
All right, great. I want to thank you so much, Mr. Maharaj, for being on with us. And we're looking forward to seeing, is this going to be the start of annual concerts like this on October 2nd, or is this just a one-off thing?
No, but definitely in the National Carnival period for 2024, we've already set our first show at the 2nd of January, which will be held at Barcode. This year, we also expanded. We did a few other elements where we did a road show. We did another show at our next location. And we have found ways to become a little more diverse and to spread it. So, yeah, you can look forward to a few more big concerts under the label.
Great. Certainly. And I want to thank you again so much for being on with us.
Thank you.
We are looking forward for the I Love Soca with David Rudder headlining.
Thank you.
All right, great. Viewers, we're going to take a quick break, so please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The energy fill the skies. I say, thanks.